kickoff for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Hurts pass.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And all the way down to the 39.
The ball carrier.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Going on the ground with Homer. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to find Dorsett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This is Homer. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and
no score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Wilson on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
4-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They go play action with Hurts. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 39.
Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 39 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Eagles 14, Seahawks 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The Seahawks 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Homer. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up 3rd.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 52. Check 43. Switch. Shit.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
At the 19-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kicks just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's taken
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sanders hands it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Stepping up, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, Paris. I did the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? 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 Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Now they try the right side here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. That's out to the left and complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Lucky. I got this. Bumps up the helmet. 11.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Quandre Diggs on the
tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 99. Kill. 12. Kill. 13. 1, Omaha.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch safety green. 21. Here we go. Safety creeping. Big dash. Go. Big dash.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 17-yard line.
12. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Jump. Lock. Check 3. Watch the safety creep. Watch that. Check.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Tight down. There you go. Wide. Get 11. Under 10. Check 3. 1, Omaha. He's coming. You guys double up. Hey, gun. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Alert flare.
Here's Mostert. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
White. Time go. Check 50.
They'll run with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 31. He's coming. I got them. He's coming.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only did scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
21.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd down, Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
11. Check 3. 12.
Garoppolo on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twitch. Check. Rush 21. Here we go. 36.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had him bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 44-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 51, Mike. Hey, alert. 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 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo again. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
49er.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At the 11-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2 yards.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch out, watch out, watch out. 11. Check 99. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, gun. Switch.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Seahawks 7.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Niners 17. Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
21. What's the out? Out. Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
Once again, it's Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 16-yard
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This is Homer. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. That's the safety cream.
Going on the ground with Homer. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Homer. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, 49ers 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Around 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. And it ain't orbit, round like a b-ball, 23 Jordan, dunking on default, automatic forces attract me to females, I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, 'cause if I shoot my shot I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Richard Sherman.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Again, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers fires, able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
13. Watch the ship. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. 2. Check 31.
Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter.
The Charles first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, gun.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They can't hang with us. Like 55.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
3-yard line.
It's our time. 11.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Who that? Shit. 65. Slam. No.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 30.
I'm the best in the game.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about
it. 49ers. Kevin Coleman, 51 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And it's 21-3.
It is good. Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 3. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Check, check. Lucky.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Seahawks 3. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Watch it.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Wilson tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
That's good.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. James has it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Ayuk, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Garoppolo again. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now they try the right side here. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Again, it's Homer. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style. And
habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel, cause when she she don't need Jack now. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting.